Hey everyone, week 3. Um, First off, you'll notice I'm going all in on this font. I like it, and I think I'm gonna redo all logos to be the same one because before we had a lot of the same logo, different logos everywhere. And now I'm just gonna make them all out of this font because they're easy to make. And you also notice some Nebula tech. Got that working from Y485. Can definitely be improved a little bit, but amazing free technology that he just offers on GitHub. So that'll be in the changelog if anyone wants to use it too. Getting right into it, you'll see right off the bat, everything still looks a little similar, but you'll see some cooldown indicators now that I'm messing with for abilities and stuff. So sidestep and blink have a small reload time. So those are double tapping the movement keys. You'll see me messing around with trade lanes over here. Cruise is still really fast just for testing purposes. I don't plan on going this fast normally, but and you can't shoot them, but you'll also find if you play this test build, you'll find guys just wandering. This is testing out the new AI. These guys are just going places. Another thing, asteroid fields are bigger and use box cube areas now rather than spheres. Looks a little better and is actually a tiny bit more performant, believe it or not. If you come over here, you'll also find it'll spawn a couple of ships for you that you can watch fight. You can see a couple down there. They won't attack you just yet, but they will attack each other and they'll find new ships to attack until whoever is the last one standing. Right now, they don't take into account how far away the target is, which you'd think it would be easy, but if you have multiple weapons on a ship and they have different ranges, you kind of have to calculate the average of that, which isn't hard, but I don't know if it's the way I want to do it. You'll also notice the animations and the sizes of the targeting reticules are different. They open up faster and close faster because now they reuse the same animation and are changeable on the fly. So when they shrink and grow, they use the same animation, they just reverse it. You'll see a little bit of stuttering, but that's pretty much because of my crappy CPU. But they also, which they probably won't be able to show you, they won't really have the opportunity, but if they find a target and they're shooting at it, if they're attacking it and they get too close, like this close, they'll veer off for a random amount of seconds. So we can go explore the Nebula tech for a little bit. It looks really good, I think, for something that's free, and then I modified it a tiny bit. It looks completely different than the rest of the level, and it definitely makes you feel like it makes the open world out there, I think, is too big at the moment. It needs to feel, you need to feel more condensed in your area. There needs to be stuff going on. This makes it feel a lot better, like you're exploring this uncharted zone where there's a little bit of history, that kind of stuff. And here you can see I'm going to put nanobots and shield bots for recharging your energy and your shields and your whole health. You can now test out my little notification system. That's where stuff's going to tell you if you when you looted stuff. So testing that out. And that is about it. This update will be out today. The AI I'm using is a modified version of pluggable AI. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that or used that on Unity's documentation, but essentially the only update I made to it is that if an agent reaches a null state rather than a remain in state, it falls back onto its previous state. So the controller keeps a queue of the agent's past states. You'll see, I think they're fighting. Someone's fighting over here. So if someone is set to wander, they can just go to random places, and if they start getting into a fight, they can fight and then evade and fight and evade, and then once, if their target's dead or there's no hostiles around, they can just go back to wander and they fall back on that wander state. That way we don't have duplicate actions and states that are made specifically for tiny differences. So it's kind of cool. It's neat seeing them wander. Once I get the like a formation kind of ability going on where they can have three or four wingmen with them, I think that'll look better. You can now change the music volume and the SFX sound effects individually. You'll find that what was happening before was the resolutions were starting. Were all getting calculated when the scene loaded, so that it chugged a little bit in the beginning, but now it does that immediately when the game loads up. Right now it doesn't show the most up-to-date resolution, but it shows all of them available. And of course you can go back to the main menu and it'll scene transitions work. And that's it. This build will be on itch.io later today. Thanks.